Hello! Today we're taking a look at how your coding agent can use a browser via the terminal. My name is Simon, I work on Playwright, and I want to give you a demo of Playwright CLI, which we released just a couple days ago. It's an alternative to our Playwright MCP, but before we get into the details of how they compare and how everything works, let me give you a demo. If you scroll down in our repository, Microsoft/Playwright CLI, there will be installation notes. The first step is to run npm install -g add playwright/CLI at latest. Let's do this. Once we have installed the CLI, there is a command available called playwright CLI. And when we run --help, we can see what subcommands are available. They're pretty straightforward. They're commands like opening a URL, clicking on a button, or getting a snapshot as a textual representation of the page. We could use this by hand, but the real fun is when our coding agent uses this. I will be using Copilot, but this also works with Claude Code or Copilot in VS Code or Codex or anything else. I'll just be using Copilot in this demo. I brought a nice demo prompt here. It says, test the add to-do flow on demo.playwright.dev/to-do-MVC using the Playwright CLI. And I'm also telling it to check playwright-CLI-help for available commands. Let's run it. After half a minute or so, Copilot comes back to me saying, add to-do flow tested successfully. It looked at the page, it filled an input, tested the feature, and then concludes that the flow works. Let's look at what it actually did under the hood to make this work. If we scroll up, we can see the terminal commands it ran. As I told it, it started with playwright CLI --help, and this is really the trick here. Because it runs --help, it sees all the subcommands that exist, and then immediately it knows how to use them. It runs open, it gets a snapshot, it fills a field, it presses enter, all the things, and just uses it perfectly. Now, this works because I told it that Playwright CLI exists. There is something called a skill, an agent skill, you might have heard about it, that makes this even easier. Let's go back to the repository to take a look. There is a file here called SKILL.md that is sort of like a README, a manual to using this Playwright CLI. It is pretty straightforward. It has all the commands and stuff. And it starts with a really short description about what this skill can do. In this case, it's a skill for automating browser interaction. When you install this skill in your agent, every time you run an LLM command, the LLM will know that this skill exists with this description. And because this short description is so short, it doesn't take a lot of tokens, so it's not expensive to integrate this in every call. And then when it decides that it needs browser interaction now, it can decide to read the entire skill. And this is a stark contrast to how MCP will work, for example. If you have Playwright MCP installed, every single LLM call needs to include the full definition of all the MCP tools. It needs to include the click tool and the open tool and the type tool, even if it doesn't want to do any browser automation. And that always costs a lot of tokens. With skills, it only has this really short description. And only when it starts doing browser automation, it reads in the full skill. Let's see how to install them. When we go back to the README, scroll down, there is a guide on how to install it. I already installed this plugin, and I will install the Playwright CLI skill now. And now we will open a new Copilot session so that the skill is loaded. And now let's run the same thing again and tell it not to use this playwright CLI-help command. We'll just say using playwright CLI. And we can see that the first thing it does is to read this skill. Yeah, so it reads the skill here, and now it has the full context of how to do browser automation, and it immediately starts opening the demo site. And this is the real beauty of skills. It only has to read in this manual if it decides that it needs it, and then it can just use it. This is really nice. So let's go back to our README here. I want to touch a little bit more about the differences between CLI and MCP here. We believe that this Playwright CLI is really good for coding agents. One, because of the skill approach, because we believe that coding agents that sometimes want to do browser automation, but sometimes want to do coding or different things, it really helps cut down on token cost to only include the skill definition if you want to do browser automation. That's improvement number one. And then improvement number two is that Playwright CLI only outputs the full page snapshot if the agent asks for it. Before with Playwright MCP, there would have been a snapshot in every single tool response, and that is just a lot of tokens, Whereas now with this CLI, if the agent decides to, I don't know, click on 3 buttons in succession, it doesn't need the snapshot in between, it doesn't have to load them into context. So this Playwright CLI uses less tokens than Playwright MCP, and also coding agents just really like using the terminal. And since Playwright CLI is a terminal command, that's a perfect match. We do believe MCP stays relevant. MCP is really good for specialized agentic loops, where you need more control over what's going on, where you maybe want to force the LLM to always read the entire page snapshot. And for these use cases, MCP is great. For coding agents, we believe skills and CLI approaches work better. This was a short overview of Playwright CLI. We released this just last Friday, so we're looking forward to see how you use it. Please send us all your feedback and show us what you built with this. See you in the next one. Bye.